The final experiment in this section is to check the effect of the loop gain on the negative feedback system on stability. You have done this thing previously in the theory section of the root locus plot, where we increase the gain k, and see the effect of the system stability. We are not going to plot the root locus here. That is, the root locus plot is later in your experiment, in the later experiment. Here you are going to plot the time response itself. So what we do is that we add a k factor to the previous forward path transfer function, converting it to a new forward path transfer function gk of s. Now using that gk of s, we are calculating the closed loop transfer function. This is the same thing as we have done in the root locus plot. Rather, in the root locus plot, we plot the root of the characteristic equation on the S plane, seeing the value the change of the roots with the change in values of k. And if the roots goes past the y-axis of the S-plane, we say that the system is unstable. The same thing we are going to see with changing the values of k, but we are going to see the time response of this closed loop transfer function using the MATLAB. In this program, we'll be talking about the second order system using the different values of the loop gain. What we do is that along with the previous codes, I have entered k equal to 10. K is the new loop gain that we are going to introduce. Okay, the following codes are just exactly the same. You have given the value of r, l, and c with omega n and zeta, and then we have introduced this MATLAB variable s. Now what we are doing is that we are writing the transfer function, the open loop transfer function, that is gs. We are writing it here. Then we are writing gk that we have discussed. What is this gk? Gk is nothing but the gs, and it is multiplied with this k. Okay, so with this two open loop transfer function, one with k and one without k, we have two closed loop transfer function, one one without k and one with k. Okay, now we are going to plot, we are going to see the effect of the both. Now we are using this step function to get the step response. So we are plotting both with k and without k together. Okay, after running it, we'll get the output. Okay, after running it, you can see that the blue one is with the value of k. You see the using a value of k of 10 increases the oscillation than without the value of k. Now let's say we are going to increase the value of k to 100. Okay, if we increase the value of k to 100, you can see the oscillation increases. Okay, let's say I increase the oscillation k to this very large value. Okay, you can see it still is oscillating, but it is still stable. Okay, so increasing the value of k is not creating any instability. Why is that? You have seen, if you have seen in the root locus, we have seen the value, when we change the value of k, the locus of the roots of the characteristic equation may go outside may go to the right hand side of the y-axis, making it unstable. But in this system, even if you go to a very high value, the system is not getting unstable. Why is that? Simply we can check the root locus plot. I have given this code here, though it is not required in this experiment, but you can see this R locus. I had just commented this one out. Okay, so that it did not interfere in the program, but we want to see it right now, so we uncomment it. Okay, you have to also use this command called the figure. This figure will create another figure. Normally, if you do not use this figure, the first step response will create a figure and this root locus will create a figure. But these two figures will merge together and you can see, you would only see the root locus plot. But we want to see both these plot, so we write this command figure, so it create another figure window. Okay, so we play this together and you can see we will see the both the root locus plot and the figure. So you can see both the root locus plot and the figure side by side. You can see that these are the poles. Here the one of the pole is here, the other pole is here. It goes, and we with the increase of the value of k, it goes, one root goes to the vertically up and what goes to vertically down, but the poles do not cross the y-axis, and so you will not get any instability. Okay, so we can plot what is the value of, so you can see, you can calculate what could be the value of k to make the poles, make this pole same. You can calculate by yourself. I have taught you how to do it. You can use different values of k and check the effect of increasing the value of k. If you decrease the value of k, let's say 0.1 or 0.001, you can also check the value. You can check the effect. Okay, you can also check the effect. So if you reduce the value of k, the graph slows down, and this is the red one is the graph that is obtained without the k. So you can see it takes a longer time to resolve to 1. So this is the end of the MATLAB program.